Hi, good evening, everyone. First of all, would like to take this opportunity to thank ECY given me this opportunity to be here to share with all of you a little bit regarding on selling. I would say I'm not the guru in selling, but so I also still in learning process. I'm just here to share with you a little bit on my experience, and of course, I would like to one day. I hope one day I can actually learn from you as well. Amway is always a platform for us to learn from each other. Today, what we're going to share is actually the selling process. When we talk about selling, I understand that many people very turn off and straight away they're saying that I'm not interested in doing selling, or perhaps they say I'm actually don't like to do sales job. So today, maybe I can actually give you a bit of principle that how actually I can overcome this as well. It took me so long to actually started to do this business, all because I also have the same phobia as all of you. I also do not like selling. In fact, I can share with you last time when I first joined, because my upline is my brother who actually encouraged me to actually try to do it. But it was actually so difficult for me until that actually I find out the true meaning of selling. So I understand that many people do not like selling. I think that they're actually very afraid of like rejection. So they actually because I now sometimes we go restaurant, people come and sell us things, and without looking at them, we straight away give them saying that no, I do not want this, without actually giving them opportunity to actually share with us. Then we actually straight away to reject them already. So I believe that this is actually very big obstacle for many people thinking sales is actually very difficult. And of course, selling is actually part of Amway. I would not say it's like all, but it's actually just part of it. And this is actually very important for us to actually to master selling. And Amway is actually a very good platform for us to learn. In fact, in this business, in fact, not only in Amway, I would say in any business, if you let's say you're unable to sell, your business cannot go. If you let's say even you are a teacher, even you are a vet, even you are a doctor, somehow you need to sell, but you are selling your skill. Depends on your product is tangible or intangible. Some people selling the things that selling services unable to see. Some people maybe selling the object that they're able to see. So most of the people are actually afraid of like selling because of rejection. But today, if I let's say, I think we have to position ourselves to look at selling in other dimension. So I like this book, and he actually quoted, "Don't sell the product, sell the solution." If you let's say now because in Amway we have so many products. If let's say you are product orientated and you do not actually provide them a solution, then people may actually just focus on the products and actually they actually do not know why they need it. In like just now, I think the guest speaker shared very good regarding on the kids nutrition. But if let's say a person who do not have any idea on how important a nutrition can play a role in the immunity, and he actually do not know why the kids actually need to actually put on supplementation. So that's why I say now we do not only sell product, but we're actually giving you a solution for your problem. Because actually, why we're actually afraid of selling, right? Because we also sometimes feel very stressed, or maybe we feel very sometimes we feel a bit pressure because when people trying to sell us things, because we're afraid people sell us something that we do not want. If I let's say a person who can solve my problem, I'm more than happy to actually buy the person product. Am I correct? If I let's say you agree with me, you can actually type like 444, it will be more interactive. Because the problem that we are afraid is actually we do not like the feeling being forced to buy something which we do not need. So that's why when I say if I let's say we can solve the solution, we can actually giving a solution to the problem, to what you need. I think it will be not a stressful selling, but in fact, it will be a very pleasant one because we actually help other people to solve their needs. So in this chart, we actually look at this is actually, I would say, we make up 100% a consumer. This is actually very important principle. I think for me to remember, maybe it will be good tips for you as well. There will be actually 80% of the people, 10% of the people know what they want. Very sure. They already know I want to buy something. They already know what they're actually looking for. See, have you met people that actually when they go shopping, they have a list. So when they go into shopping, right, they buy what they want. and then after gotten what they want, they will leave. They will not do window shopping. However, there will be another 10% of people, they're very, very sure on what they do not want. This will be fall into the same category on the 10 and 10. So these two people, they know what they want and what they don't want. But there are 80% of the people that actually do not know what they need. That is the people who always go for window shopping. That's why you see some people do enjoy window shopping so much, right? When they go shopping, they initially they only wanted to buy one things. Maybe later on when they come back, they're full with like all the shopping bags. Because when they go shopping mall, they found that, oh, this is actually quite good. This is also quite good. Then they buy. So these are the people that we want to target because like, they actually do not know what they want. I would say 10% who very sure on what they want, that will be very easy because like, have you met people when they look at you and then when they met you, they know you are doing Amway, I want to buy this and that. They're actually giving you, they actually know what they want, and straight away you no need to bargain, you no need to actually give them any information, they straight away buy the product from you. And but these are the people that will be easy selling. When you're actually able to sell to these kind of people, do not be so happy because I actually do not need any selling skill. But if let's say majority of the people, they actually do not know what they want. So these are the people, if let's say we can able to master our selling skill, we can actually capture this market. So how are we going to capture this market? So this is actually a buying ladder. I would say this is actually when we do sales and then we actually have to know, they actually can come from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just now, the 10% who know what they want, 100% they know, like, I want this. Some people come to you, e-string, even though e-string very expensive, some people just say, I want e-string, I don't want any other thing. Just tell me the price, I will buy from you. So these are the people already fully aware what they want. People already know everything what they need to know from the solution. So, but like if let's say the buying ladder start from lower 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one is actually unaware of what they want. So we need to help our customers slowly climb up the ladder in order to increase the closing rate from do not know what they want, and we actually give them awareness, and then we also give them solution, and then only we bring up the product and fully aware, then of the only after that we can actually close the sales. So when you met a prospect, right, sometimes we have to identify where is your prospect currently situated. They are actually already aware what they want. Some people, they may actually say, I want to buy water filter, but I do not know what brand I want to buy. So they're already aware their needs. They're already aware the solution, but they do not aware about the products. So some people may don't even actually know that the water is actually dirty. They are still boiling water. They think that it's actually very okay to drink from that water. They is unaware of needs. So this is actually for us. We need to identify, and then we need to actually slowly help the customer to climb the ladder so that will increase the chance for us to do closing. So first thing first, just now we say the person, if let's say a selling process, if let's say a customer who do not know their needs, so we can actually do 3 things to actually help them to aware what they need. First thing, let them look. So look is actually, maybe they do not know why they want to take vitamin C. So that's actually where the demo coming up. So when you do demo, they see, actually vitamin C help us to do detox. Vitamin C can actually very good for antioxidant. And then from there, they look, then slowly they're aware the goodness of vitamin C. Another one we say, another thing that we can do, simple thing that we can do, identify. So we can actually let the person browse the catalog. So maybe people know you are doing Amway, but they do not aware what are the products that they actually you can offer. So when they browse catalog, have you actually have this kind of experience? People browse your catalog, then suddenly you say, wow, you're selling mattress also. Wow, you all have this beverage as well. Wow, you all have this like special mask as well. So these are the things that people may not know you actually have. But if let's say we can actually help them to know and identify these are the things that they're actually looking, this will be good. That's why very important one thing is actually very important for us to carry our catalog. And then another one is actually to master your product demo skill, because this will be the basic for why we actually always emphasize on these 2 things that are especially for your product demo, because this is one of the things that to create awareness. because people might not know that their body need to be detox, or maybe sometimes they actually read through they need to detox, but they never thought looking up for a product to detox. But once they see, then they actually know, aware, and they also know that there is a solution. Vitamin C can help to do detox. So another one is actually the last one. I think this is actually sometime another one that we need to do is actually create. We can create an awareness, we can create a needs. This is actually by telling story, or maybe we can say, we can actually share, oh, who and who didn't take care of their body, then suddenly they have a stroke, or maybe who and who, the kids are always very weak, and then they all like somehow they got asthma, or maybe got some illnesses. From these are the story, then we actually, maybe we can actually help the person to actually create health awareness. Because some people, they maybe sometimes when we do not talk about this, right, then they do not actually think about that as well. So when we talk about this, suddenly they will think, oh yeah, maybe actually I can do something. Yeah, maybe actually I also fall into this high risk category. For example, now if let's say we say COVID, morbid is like, if let's say you have like chronic illnesses, for example, hypercholesterol or diabetic, obesity, you're actually having higher chances to actually have complication from COVID-19. So these are the things that we can actually create and telling the facts. So that's why we actually need to come for classes to gain more knowledge in order that we can actually tell and share our experience. You can see another one, I think the needs to create, right? Very, very important is actually we can actually store some picture. I believe that if let's say you do not have that, your upline platinum must have these photos. The dirty, the one that the used cartridge compared to the clean one, you can see the white and the dirty one. Some people may not know, they think that water is actually very clean. When you actually do the comparison, suddenly they think, wow, yeah, the water actually quite dirty. No, in fact, if let's say they do not see, they may not think that the air quality is that bad until you show them the HEPA filter. So this is actually how we can actually create awareness and create needs, because before that they may not think they need that, but until you give them, suddenly they think that, oh, your home actually quite dirty. Another one is actually the testimonial, your own testimonial. This is actually my own testimonial after favorite, the body transformation. You can see, oh, actually my friend so and so actually this year they determined to actually want to lose weight after they participate in this event, they managed to actually transform their body. And when we say about create awareness, in Amway, very good two things that we must actually master. One is actually the skin analyzer. Some people may not know that they need to rehydrate their skin. Some people may not know that they need to actually do firming because they lack of collagen, or maybe they need to actually consume collagen to replenish for their collagen. So another one is actually for the in-body dial. Some people may actually do not know their body is that heavy or that fat. So when we actually do this, suddenly they realize that they actually have these needs. When they have needs, then they're looking for solution. We can actually give them a solution. That's why Amway artistry always actually given like the combo set, the bundle, hydration set, or maybe the firming set. Why? Because this is actually solution targeted, solution based, because this will actually solve the needs, solve the problem. And from there, only we talk about product. If let's say we go in, I do MA, support me, buy this product, people will be very, this is actually the typical image that people have. You come in, you do MA, you sit there, you sell me product, and then I do not know what I want to buy. This suddenly I have this product with me because out of obligation, I need to support. But if let's say that's the case, that's why people do not like MLM, do not like direct selling. But if let's say you can do it in a proper way, you can actually solve their solution. Your friend will be happy. Your customer will be happier to see you because they have a skin problem. You help them to solve. Do you think that your friend will be actually grateful and happy to see you whenever you go and visit them? If let's say you're able to help your friend to do body transformation and lose and shape few extra kilo, do you think that your friend will be actually happy to see you and happy to drink the body care and protein? So that's why we say we are a problem solver, a solution giver. So we actually help them to solve their problem. So that's why we need to identify, look for the needs, or maybe we need to create the needs. So when you actually know the needs, then people want to look for consultant. We always want to look for someone professional. For example, my skin have problem. I want to look for an engineer. if let's say I want to cook a like delicious food, okay, I want to look for a doctor. I mean, if let's say the doctor happen to who can be a good chef, of course, by all means. But of course, we people who always wanted to get advices or maybe experience come from the professional. So that's why we need to position ourselves as a consultant rather than a salesman, because salesman just come and take order, consultant giving you solution. So that's why we say we need to actually have a good, very good product knowledge. So when you have good product knowledge, then people only trust you and you actually become professional. That's why in Amway, you need to position yourself. Either you want to become like good in weight management, nutrition, you want to be skincare, makeup artist, of course, entrepreneur, that will be the last. Of course, not the last, the most important, because we are the one that help people to change their income pattern, to help people to change their life. So we need to become a consultant. So when we become a consultant, first thing first, you yourself must use the product. When you do not trust the product, you do not want to use the product, how can you give a solution to others? Let's say, for example, a mommy who do not trust supplement, can you think that she actually able to sell or maybe to actually preach the idea that you need to actually give supplement to enhance your children immunity? That will be very, very, I would say, hypocrite. So that's why we say we need to use the product. Very important. Back to basic self-use. The more product you use, the more you can actually share your testimony, the more that you know the feeling. That's why another one, when you use the product, you are not just by a consumer. You need to use and you need to find it and trust it and have the feeling how the product actually transform you, how the product can help you, how the product actually giving you benefit. From there, you know the knowledge plus use yourself as a testimony, you become a great consultant. Because when you become a great consultant, the chances for you for closing it will be much higher, because people trust reputable people. So how you can become a consultant? Product knowledge, very important. That's why never miss any training, because you want to know in depth in every product. Yesterday, I think it was actually the day before, it was actually the launching for our skin nutrition. Did you actually log in and learn? Because new product, can you be actually telling people that what are the so special regarding on our product? What is a special ingredient? How can it help you? How can I actually transform your skin? So that will be the product knowledge. If you do not know your product, how can you actually share with others? Another one is actually now I think it will be much easier for us to do personal branding, because your social media is actually, this is actually how social media works, because how social media works, because we actually do not know the people, do not know a person. The first thing we go and browse through the person social media. From there, we roughly get a feel of how is this person. If let's say the person always very negative or maybe like putting all those nonsense, then you'll be like, oh, okay, this is just an ordinary people. But this person always giving a lot of information, and then he actually shares certain good idea, and then he's actually very into fitness or maybe very into skincare routine, or very share a lot like the air, or maybe like do a lot, maybe like he has a lot of customer base for the air filter and water filter, and people will think, oh, this person actually very active in this person actually doing this business. So this is actually how we want to position ourselves and let people know that we for us identity. When people look at us, people will know, oh, this is someone. Because last time when we do not have social media, someone we need to actually, when I meet the person, then we need to self promote our credential. But now from social media, people will know who are you and then what you good at. And the third one is actually add on value. And the third one is actually you can actually able to analyze the product. You can actually do the comparison. You can actually let the people know that what is actually the difference between your product and other product. This is what we call the value for money. Actually, if you let's say that is actually very important, the thing is not expensive. Is that valuable or not? Because people have different buying patterns. Some people who really looking for value for money, value the good product quality. So when you're able to tell them the goodness, able to do the comparison between our product with X brand, and they're actually able to see the value, then they will actually not so much focus on the price, because your value actually worth more than the price. So that's actually very important, especially for me. I think actually for me, sometimes actually I like to share for e-string and atmosphere, even though very expensive. But I think it's like no, because the thing that we sell is tip top quality and able to do the job. Because I got one customer ask me, what is the disadvantage of atmosphere sky? I say, no, I said the price is slightly high, but he does the job that other air filter unable to do. Why? Then I can actually tell because I do research and I able to actually analyze to my customer. So I become a consultant. For example, let's say a cartridge. A lot of people complain, yo, your e-spring need to every year change the water filter, and then if you worth that, I will actually spend like 572 ringgit. But if let's say we can able to break down and let the customer see 572, and then every 5,000 liter or maybe 365 days, and then it only costs 0.12 cent per liter, or maybe 1 ringgit 60 cent per day for 13 liter water. So if let's say you compare to mineral water, one bottle is 1.5 liter already like 2 ringgit. So when you compare, do a comparison, then people will think, oh, actually quite value. And how Amway, the cartridge, how the e-spring technology able to solve the problem of water contamination. This is actually where I say value for money, and we're able to do the comparison to let the customer know what are the differences between our product and compared to market products. Last but not least, many people, after sharing everything, then they forgot to do this, or maybe they're afraid to do this. I would say, why are you afraid? Because you are sharing a solution. You should be stern and confident that your solution able to help this person. So that's why I say when you know your thing, when you know your stuff, then you can actually be confident. And of course, if let's say by all the sharing, we already roughly will know how is this customer situated. He's still not very convincing, or maybe he's already know that he actually know the problem and he actually want to look for a solution. For example, he already for example, he will actually when you show e-spring, he already touched on the unit and ask like, oh, how this fix where should it situate locate how should I put this, and then the electricity consumption will be very good. How much is that? And you will actually ask some question and show that the keenness that he actually want to get the product, that we actually have to be confident to do the closing. We actually have to ask like, okay, so this one I can actually get for you. What you need is actually this and this and this. I can actually do the delivery for you and actually do the order for you, because you should do the closing. But of course, if let's say the person, you see after you explain everything, he still don't really show any interest. In fact, the way that how he sit and then how he crossed the hand, he didn't pay attention to that. Then we know that even though we already do our part, then he still do not think that this is actually what he needs. It's okay. So that is actually, we do not want to actually force to do this, but we have to know how the customer on the buying ladder. If let's say the customer already show keenness, so we should not afraid of doing closing, because after you giving everything, after you giving solution, that is the moment that we see sometimes impulsive moment people want to buy, especially for skincare. After you tell your skin having this problem, giving this solution, and he likes the feeling, he likes the fragrance. That is the moment you should actually take advantage, because this is the people that want to do closing. So if you let's say wait and then you didn't do anything, maybe after 2 days, then he may not want to buy. And be aware that even though he do not buy from you on the day, someday when he go shopping mall and jalan-jalan, some some cosmetic consultant when actually share this, she may actually buy brand impulsive. That's why we say do not afraid to do closing, because no matter how this customer will spend, just depends on where he spend. That's why we say first thing, look at the customer response. If let's say he already show you the body language saying that he already show keenness, then do not afraid to do this. Be bold and always have your ready stock. So for example, if let's say you share e-spring, do not bring a demo unit, do not bring a small tiny the small one. No, bring your whole unit. If let's say the customer say yes, the customer already asked you, or where should I put this? Straight away, fix for the customer. That is the actually I would say majority. If I let's say sometimes if I let's say the customer they already know what they want, then just fix. Because that's why I say always bring along your ready stock and then be confident and able like to do the closing and straight away fix for the customer. So that is actually the important of the process, how we actually do a selling. And then last, I would say sometimes we actually, after we do everything, then we try to do closing, the customer asks a lot of questions, but the customer did not give a clear answer whether they want. They say, let me consider. A lot of the time is like that. Let me consider. If I want, I will let you know, right? Am I correct? So you ask, are you actually, after I share everything, are you in the midst of looking this or not? Do you think that you want to actually get a water filter, for example, air filter? You share everything, you do a demo, you test the air particle, and then later on you ask whether you want to actually, do you think that he didn't give you a clear answer? And he said, yes, let me consider about that. Remember to ask for a following update, the one that the date that you can do following up. You need to ask, when can I actually confirm and call you again regarding on this? Because for example, for water filter and filter, the longest for me to follow up, right, 3 years. The customer, after I plant the seed, right, 3 years later, when I ask the customer, do you think that you want to get air filter? He said, yes, but not right now. I say, when? Maybe when I move. Then I say, then he say, maybe I want, but not now. Then I ask, like, can I actually follow up with you again? If I, let's say, every time got promotion, can I share with you again? He said, yes. So the promotion, every time got promotion, I send to this person. Then he say, oh, by the time 3 years later, then he only wanted to get the product. And if I, let's say, you share everything, you ask, like, after I share everything, do you think that you want to get the everything? He said, no, I don't think I want. That is the place that I think we should stop, because people giving us the clear answer saying no. People do not like being forced to buy the thing that do not want. If you, let's say, you do your part and they're already giving you the answer, they say no, and you keep on saying, yes lah, buy lah, why not? This is where people start to feel afraid and feel stress and feel pressure. I think for us, when he said no, then never mind. Another thing I always do is like, thank you very much for your time. If anyone want to look for this, or maybe you think the person who actually have needs for this, you can actually refer to me. I have few customers who did not buy that, but they actually refer customer to me because they don't feel pressure when I share after I share product. And when I say that they say do not want, then I say, okay, thank you for your time. They feel that it's easier because even though I share, I did not force them to buy. So I think that will be something that I practice. If I, let's say, against to what your upline taught you, then you can actually, of course, refer back to your upline. So when people reject you, nothing personal. Do not take it personal, because people do not reject you. They just do not need the product. So don't be afraid of rejection in sales, because that's why I say the solution that you given may not suitable to the person. Always remember, nothing personal. It's not regarding on you. It's just that they do not need the product for time being. So that's why I say in Amway very good, because we did not ask you to look for 100 customers. We say 20 to 30 customers we do. So it's just a number game. Continue to share. Definitely there are people who like Amway product and appreciate what value for money. And what you share today never wasted, because it's just like what you sow. Sometimes you never know what will actually grow up and what will sprout up. I in Amway business for my 8 years, I have people, after I share, I don't even remember that I shared with that person. And he called me back, you were the one that actually shared me this, right? So never think that, oh, after today I share, you didn't buy, it was actually wasted. My effort was wasted. No, never. There will be some people, when they have the needs again, they will always remember who are you. That's why we say your social media, some people would like to share product on their Facebook. Maybe they do not buy on that moment, but then people will know, oh, this person is the right person that I want to go for if I want to go for weight loss, because this person is very into fitness. That's why never think that your effort is actually wasted. So last, I would like to conclude with this. In part of journey towards success, don't be insulted or get upset when it happens. In fact, get excited. You just got closer to yes. So do not afraid of rejection. We are problem solver. We giving you solution. Thank you very much for the time. So I pass back the time to MC. Thank you.